Now I'm finally back to casting AOC MoAre5 games after being on vacation for 1 week and being sick for 2. We have now a few games which I'm going to try and keep short. Today between TaToH and Feanor. Can see the draft here with a very nice surprise. Aztecs for Feanor actually, Burmese for Feanor and Italians. 3 really strong civilization against Malians, Mayans and Koreans. Let's see how this is going. Now Feanor is not known to be the biggest monk rusher, so in the first game we have Aztecs for Feanor actually. Best civilization in the game, still probably on arena against Koreans for TaToH. Both players with good maps. We have the second gold safe in the back for Feanor, main gold safe in the back, third gold safe in the back, extra gold in the back. Only the stones, the main stone forward on the far side, the second stone outside. Both players upping on 26 population, going to feudal age. Market blacksmith coming up. Nice deer inside actually. Feanor just in case house walling this already, wanting to stop a tower hop. But we've seen tower rush before. Barracks coming up, which makes sense. Let's see for TaToH. Good map for him as well, with a main gold safe in the back, second stone and second gold safe in the back. A little bit of space to boom if he needs it. Third gold on the left hand side. And the main stone forward. On the right hand side there is one really close to space, an extra stone. Here there's actually 1, 2, 3 relics around the map. Here extra gold on the right, and on the left hand side, oh look at this, it's the beginning of stone walling. One villager going forward, not sure what that was doing, but the villager has to go back. TaToH has done loom, and losing a villager here actually was trying to wall itself in, but that's -1. TaToH doing fletching, what's the plan for him? No archer range up, but 5 villagers on stone. Is he going for a castle here? Only got... no, doesn't look like it. What is he planning to do? He is going for... oh, there it is, the tower actually. And the siege workshop coming up. 2 guard towers, and we have a tower rush in castle age on the stones. Makes a lot of sense. Now let's see how Feanor is going to be able to defend from this. Let's see what he's going to do. Actually, loom coming up for him, of course, with the Little Kingdoms patch, new HD updates. We don't have Aztecs with loom at the start, but with 150 gold. 3 Eagle Scouts on the map and a Mangonel, but the Mangonel almost going down. Guard Tower 8+2 range, so that's fletching done. And the villagers now attacking the walls, trying to go in, which means Feanor needs to put up something else other than these 2 Mangonels, I guess. I would have liked to see him do a monk rush, siege monk, and just ignore these tower rushes, do a few walls maybe, because I think he could do a lot of damage in TaToH space. TaToH no defensive towers yet, because he's on defensive right now with the 3rd tower coming up, and that means he's gonna have a big control over the stones here. So Feanor actually won't be able to take any stone. He's got the 2nd TC up to the 3rd TC, not that I can see right now. And again, 1 Mangonel going down. Also Mangonel from TaToH, of course, on the field. And this guard tower will definitely be finished in a few seconds. Actually, there we go. 3rd guard tower up. For now, villager-wise, Feanor 2 ahead, but it's really not a lot. 500 gold in the bank, but he's not doing anything with that. And that's not good. I think he should go for monks, should go for redemption, should go for more eagle warriors maybe. Try to go into the base, maybe even with the siege tower. Like, do something. Like this, TaToH is the one who is aggressive and it's the one who's controlling the game. Managing to... and keep the relics away from Feanor right now. And more villagers going forward. It's guard tower number 4 and now 5 coming up. Mangonel shot from Feanor, very nice. TaToH in the meantime at home, going with the TC on the wood line. Does he have a 3rd TC? Not that I can see right now. 5 villagers still on the main gold. Main stone, sorry. And Mangonel's moving forward, but the guard tower just getting finished. And of course the Mangonel has to has to move away. We have a few houses coming up now because Feanor is housed at 55. Guard tower and outpost coming up. I didn't think there was a double tower. Also, that one went up too fast. Now the villagers going back just in case, but Mangonels have to go back to against the 11 range now because Botgetter was done. And TaToH just continuing to go and try to be as annoying as possible. A little bit of a Mangonel fight. Really not a lot happening in the game at this point, so I'm going a little bit faster. Another guard tower coming up. No castle possible. Actually, this Feanor bought a lot of stone. He spent like, I guess, 700-800 gold. At least, no problem, it's not enough, because he doesn't have a stone here available to himself. And he's building a castle on the right hand side. That means he's going to delay his Imperial Age. He's going to make sure that TaToH cannot just continue with the towers on the right hand side. So the left is still open, that's a problem here, and TaToH is probably going to try and use it. Yeah, he's moving with guard towers to the left hand side already. Going with another siege workshop inside, a guard tower directly on the monasteries. And I think I would have liked to see monks against these towers, because monks with, I don't know, 55, 60 HP in Castle Age, having redemption, and a few Eagle Warriors around, you could convert all those towers actually. Like this, Feanor is up to Imperial Age. Now he's bought his way up maybe. Yeah, bought for 200 food. But wheelbarrow only on the way from TaToH right now. But what are you going to do with the Imperial Age upgrade here? Maybe cap ram, but that's about it. And TaToH, with 3 TCs now up and running, is 14 villages ahead. He's the one who's still pushing. He's got the guard towers up. And Imperial Age soon to be done. We are going to see Elite Eagle Warriors then, I guess. But Feanor doesn't really have the resources start now. More Garters coming up on the left-hand side. There's 2 Eagle Scouts inside here. Or is it Eagle Warriors in the meantime? I didn't see it. Imperial Age is there. And what are we going to see? Block printing coming up. That's pretty much it. Probably a trebuchet. Yes, I'm guessing a second trebuchet on the way very soon. Well, the first few guard towers will go down. The thing is, TaToH is doing light cav. Now he has the time to either go up to Imperial Age or at army. And right now he's choosing army, having 3 stables forward, and of course more guard towers on the way, a few ramps in the mix. And while there's a few of those guard towers going down, TaToH is still the one who's going aggressive, and his economy is going to be better and better here. 95 villages against not even 60. That's 36 villages ahead, now 34. And we are seeing a few light cav moving in. Let's go a little bit slower. They are going to try and take down a few of those monks. There's a few spearmen in the mix, and those light cav will fall over time. But the thing is, Feanor is not in a very comfortable position, and TaToH actually managed to keep Feanor inside his base all game long, except for maybe 1 or 2 relics that he tried to get in. I think he was able to. He's got 1 relic actually. Let's not going to give him too much gold. Now, gold-wise, he's fine. TaToH, let's see. What does he know about the base? He knows pretty much everything. Can see the gold here. Feanor did not find his extra gold in the map. That's disappointing. He can see the other extra gold, but he cannot go there. And while he's still not too hungry for gold, he's still got a lot of gold income. He's actually in trouble here. Now let's see how TaToH is going to finish this, because this is probably what's going to happen. I don't see an easy way for Feanor to strike back, except the fact that he's got 26 military. So I take that back. Right now with the 3 trebuchets, he's getting rid of all the buildings here. Got a lot of pikemen. He's got the monks with 65 HP right now moving out, and Eagle Warrior finally on the way. Imperial Age soon to be done for TaToH. Another town center coming up on that wood line. This guard tower is still up, and we are going to see a few keeps here. Automatic keep upgrade 12 range, but again trebuchets have 16. What is TaToH's plan right now? He's got a few light cav doing bracer ballistic thundering. You're going to see elite skirmishers. No, it's going to be arbalest. Makes more sense. Hussar also on the way. Very important upgrade. Hussars are going to be okay-ish against the Eagle Warriors and Elite Eagle Warriors, and of course good against the monks. Now at this point Feanor is starting to move out here. Actually, he's getting rid of all guard towers, claiming a stone, and that means a little bit more economy coming up. He might be able to strike back now, and Arbalest is really not a good choice against the Elite Eagle Warriors. Problem is, armor-wise, TaToH is looking really good. He's sending a few of these armors behind the Hussars. Now trebuchets moving forward to, I guess, counterattack the trebuchets, or no, just opening the walls for now. Another siege workshop coming up here, 2 months of conscription. TaToH's economy looking really good, 127 villages. He's got enough farms, he's got a castle here and a keep to protect his economy. A lot of archer rangers and a few stables on the right hand side is taking the extra stone, and right now Elite Eagle Moore is moving in, but that's just too many arbalists, and I think those Elite Eagles are not even elite. That's the problem. 4+1 defense, this is not going to be enough, and the pikemen will fall fast. Those Eagle Warriors don't have the necessary upgrades. Actually, I'm wrong. 3+4 now, which is pretty decent, but the arbalest have 6+4 attack, and that means 3 damage per arrow. That's just 1 too much. And that amount of arbalest. Actually, TaToH will be fine here. No cap run yet, but it's coming in right now. Yeah, Hussars moving in. I think no upgrade on those, which is a little bit disappointing. Men-at-Arms, Chainmail Armor, Masonry. I think Champion Line is a good idea, and the Hand Cannoneers will be okay-ish. The thing is, Feanor now getting a few elite skirmishes as well. This is actually a very interesting game. TaToH is good, but Feanor is not down yet. He is trying to strike back. He's got 5 trebuchets, which he can't really use at this point. I think he should counterattack those trebuchets. And now the 200 swordsmen coming up. Long swords already in the mix. A few Hand Cannoneers trying to take down, I don't know, elite skirmishes, pikemen. I'm not sure what TaToH is attacking here, but there are so many arbalists on the field. TaToH can just take down everything. A little bit of army military numbers right now here. TaToH more than double. This is not looking good for Feanor, and Feanor actually calling GG. TaToH winning Koreans against Aztecs. What a first game here in this set. Amazing to see how TaToH is going to attack here, and I think Feanor probably should have gone with the monks and the Eagle Warriors earlier on. Maybe on the Rams. I don't know. Let's go to game 2. Game 2 is going to be between Mayans or Malians and Burmese or Italians. Let's go. We have TaToH as the Malians here, playing in red on the right hand side, and Feanor Italians on the left. Should be interesting. Both players upping to feudal age. Mark Blacksmith coming up from TaToH's map. Not good, not too bad, not really strong, but the main gold is safe in the back, and that second gold is relatively safe. So 2 safe golds, the 3rd gold forward but inside, even 2nd stone outside, the main stone forward on the other side. One really close to space, another really not so far away. Actually, map looking pretty decent. Deer outside, which he didn't take, interesting to see, but I guess that's alright. We have Feanor then, Italians, left hand side, main gold safe in the back, second gold safe in the back. The main stone somewhat on the side here, the second stone outside, forward, and the third gold really far away, but I guess Feanor should be fine with 2 golds and a stone, relatively safe. Both players on the way to cast stage, 6 seconds difference, so pretty much nothing. And I think we've seen market blacksmith from both players, so for now we're just waiting to see what's happening in cast stage. Again, Italians, it's a monk civilization, you should go for a monk rush here, you should go for... Sorry for that. For, I guess, Monk's Siege, maybe a castle. Not really a boom civ, but let's see. Double monastery coming up from Feanor immediately. I guess he's going to add a second TC quite soon. But actually 3 monasteries, so we're going to see a monk rush here. Only 6 villagers in gold for now. Feanor is going to add more. And Sanctity as well as 2 monks. 1 monk only. I guess he should go for a second monk as well. A small mistake actually at the start of the game, but it's not a monk war, I guess. And we have a siege workshop coming up forward, except for the fact that this villager, who does not have loom, is getting attacked by a wolf. I don't know why TaToH did not attack the scout, maybe because he was on lower HP. And TaToH also going with 3 monasteries. This is interesting to see. We have a monk war now, and the player who can get more monks out definitely has the advantage. I guess Feanor lost his scout early on. TaToH just in case deleting. And what is Feanor saying? The OMG? I don't know what's happening here. But TaToH is the one who's going aggressive with the siege workshop. A totem coming from both players. And... did he lose something? Did he lose a villager? Did he lose another monk? I don't know. The villager going out, but this siege workshop won't go up. And TaToH is starting to convert. That's 2, 3 conversions immediately. This is huge. And only 1 for Feanor. That means TaToH 10 against 2 military units. And oh my god, no. Feanor calling GG. He did not produce enough monks here. He was not expecting to get counter monk rushed. And that was a very quick game, 1933. A little bit disappointing to see that the game is over so fast. This should not happen on this level. But then again, Feanor is not really a monk player as far as I know, and TaToH not really known to be an arena player, but TaToH can play pretty much anything and pretty much any strategy, so I'm not surprised to see him win the monk rush here, win the monk war like this. TaToH taking the quick second game. I hope it's not going to be a 3-gamer. We have a best of 5 here, but let's go to this game number 3 right now. We have Mayans against Burmese now. As you can see, that's the remaining civilizations. We have TaToH as the Mayans in blue on the right hand side with a pretty terrible map. Main gold forward, main stone forward, second stone forward outside. Only the second gold safe in the back. The third gold is forward outside as well. 1, 2 relics close to the space, but in the back a lot of nothing here. Not even decent wood lines, or not too decent. We have both players on the way to cast stage exactly at the same time, which is amazing to see. Same population, and we have 4 villagers on stone for TaToH. Let's see for Feanor, he's on stone as well. The main stone forward, the third gold forward outside. Extra burst doesn't really matter. 1 relic not so far away from him in space, another relic not so far away. Extra stone here, 2 extra golds actually on the other side. But we have then the main gold somewhat trapped into the forest, but on the sides, backish, I don't know. Second stone and second gold safe in the back. This is nice for Feanor, a little bit of space to boom if he needs it. I don't think this is going to be a boom game. I guess we're going to see a lot of plumed archers and possibly Arambai as well. And we might see monks from Feanor. For now, 682 stone in the bank, sending villagers to build a castle on the main gold actually. Not even going for the main stone, interesting to see. And we have TaToH, 352 stone, not going for a castle immediately. Instead, getting up a second TC and possibly a third TC. Yes, there we go, actually on the woodline and on the woodline in gold. Good TC positions in my opinion. Not going for a monastery yet. Instead, the siege workshop is up here from Feanor. Actually, I didn't see that. Now TaToH spotted that. And that means Feanor is going really aggressive this game. I'm not sure, does he know about TaToH's map? He can see this gold stone. He can see almost everything. Yes, so that's actually good information for him. 1 mangonel is there. And he's going to go with the Arambai production. Start to get some of those and go aggressive here. 18 attack, they are really, really strong. Of course, Feanor can see all the relics with the Burmese bonus, and a castle now coming up from TaToH on the front between the main gold and the main stone. It's a very good castle spot. Problem is Feanor is already attacking the wall here, and he should go with this Arambai and support the mangonel actually. Not sure why he's not doing that. A siege workshop coming up. No monastery up yet for TaToH. I guess he's not going to go for monks here. We're going to see quite a good amount of Arambai, and we're going to see plumed archers most likely. There's only 1 plumed archer inside, which is interesting to see. So TaToH concentrating on the mini boom for now and trying to defend with mangonels here. Still in stone, so a second castle to defend is on the cards here. Now the thing is, TaToH is open and Feanor is moving in with the Arambai, moving in with the mangonels. Scout to have a little bit more information. Of course, TaToH needs to add plumed archers. Of course, Feanor knows about the castle here on the left hand side, and we have an attempt to take down one of those mangonels, actually on 14 HP only, so it could go down really fast, but Feanor paying attention. Now that's 2 mangonels on low HP, but they're still attacking the siege workshop, and the air empire is supporting everything here. The scout going down, of course the mangonel getting repaired here, but the air empire now moving in, and that means the villager as well as the mangonel, especially the mangonel, is going down really fast here, and Feanor is on the attack. Plumed archers with +1 only. A little bit disappointed to see that. TaToH doesn't have the +2. I think he should go for it immediately if he's staying on plumed archers. He's got the resources to do that actually, but for now he's busy to defend, to micro, and to get his economy going. Now that siege workshop is about to go down, I guess, and that means TaToH's base is open. Sorry, I'm still not 100%, still not 100% recovered. I'm trying to cast these games, of course. Siege Workshop and another Blacksmith coming up in the back to get +2, I guess. 3 mangonels sitting the TC now. Both are finally on the way. A lot of Iron Buys moving in. +1 defense is done. I think that's all the Burmese get. Makes sense. And we have TaToH with 13 military units. That's a lot of plumed archers. Does he have any mangonels? There's 1 mangonel dropping out, and a castle coming up to defend this TC, actually. That's only the TC that's getting defended. But what are you doing here, TaToH? Yeah, the perfect castle spot is controlled by Feanor, so I guess that's a good idea here. We have a TC soon to go down. The Iron Buy moving in to take down the mangonel. Can they do it? No, mangonel actually getting repaired. That's the other mangonel going down for 2-3 Iron Buy. Ooh, not the best attack. And a few Iron Buy getting down to the plumed archers here. So TaToH might be able to come back with 2 castles, plumed archer production going. Let's see for Feanor. Resources looking good. He's got 1 more mangonel in the siege workshop. He's got a second, probably third TC. No, third TC up, and the castle now coming up on the right hand side. Not sure about that one. It leaves a big spot in the middle, but I guess he wants to have the castle safe, so it makes sense. And I think while getting the relics, Feanor is now thinking about Imperial Age going up probably soon. Still producing Iron Buys, so he needs a bit more gold income. Feanor can see the gold, yes, obviously, and he's only with 6 villagers on the main gold, which is really not a lot. Going to the main stone now, he is producing more mangonels here, loom and wheelbarrow coming in, so economy upgrades not really on Feanor's mind, or haven't been on Feanor's mind for too long. Ballistics now in for TaToH. And again, I needed to mute myself for a second here. I need to calm my voice a little bit. No, how do you call that? I don't know what the word is right now. Ooh, look at this siege tower coming up from TaToH. He's going for wheelbarrow only now. A few Iron Buy moving forward, 2 mangonels and 1 more in the siege workshop. But it looks like TaToH wants to try and counterattack, which is not going to be easy because the castle on the left hand side as well as the castle on the right are protecting the base pretty well actually. And in the middle you can't really do a lot with the plumed archers. Plumed archers getting dropped in, and a lot of them. We can see a few quick walls here, barracks and house coming up, and on the right hand side TaToH is going to run into this castle as well. Let's check. He can see the castle now, so he can see the TC in the middle, 2 castles around, and like that he knows he doesn't really have a chance to move forward. Feanor in the meantime clicking up to Imperial Age, makes sense. TaToH doing handcard. Villager wise, TaToH is ahead, but only by 14. It's really not a lot. No, 13 actually. Did I miscount? I guess it was 14. And TaToH is not far away from Imperial Age. The thing is, Feanor is still trying to be annoying. A 3rd castle coming up from TaToH now. This is a really interesting game. Mayans and Burmese might be quite equal on arena. I'm not sure about it. But now the mangonels moving in. Ooh, 2 of those plumed archers going down immediately. And now the Iron Buy moving forward, 60 against 50 HP, but 18 against only 7 attack. And of course the Iron Buy are more expensive, but they are pretty cost effective in my opinion. Gold mining, stone mining, heavy plow coming in while Imperial Age is still being researched. TaToH also clicked up to Imperial Age, gold mining, stone mining, pretty much neck and neck. Except for the fact that we're going to see different unit compositions. Now TaToH finally going for the 2nd stone, and he will need it. I think it's good for him. We have Imperial Age for Feanor going for Onacha. Bloodlines coming in quite late, in my opinion. I think he should have gotten that earlier, but alright, better late than never. The escape is not going down, not going up immediately, but once the Onachas will be there, those plumed archers will be in trouble. And I think TaToH needs plumed archers, elite plumed archers immediately. He can almost go for that. Not sure if the prices were changed in the recent updates. But he needs those elite plumes, or maybe even better, needs his own onagers or Capram and Seedram, probably a good idea. Hospital coming in, conscription on the way, the onagers making sure the plumed archers have to run away. 36 against 27 military units, but that's a lot of Iron Buy here actually. And TaToH still not going for the elite plumed archer. He should save up for that, I guess. We have Feanor low on resources, chemistry coming in from TaToH. Feanor just investing into onagers and Iron Buy. He's got the 2 castles up, and looks like it's enough for him at this point. TaToH actually deciding to go on now, in the meantime, 2 trebuchets hitting that castle, a forward castle here from TaToH. Military-wise, we have almost the same numbers, and that's a lot of onagers, a lot of Iron Buy. That's a really good unit composition, and TaToH won't have an easy time to get rid of that. Of course, his own onagers will be very important. Hoarding's coming in, but that might be coming too late. Not sure about that. Onager fight here, but the Iron Buy, look at this, they're taking down even onagers so fast. The rams will go down to those onagers within seconds, and now the plumed archers can't really do a lot, because without siege support you don't really stand a chance to going into a lot of onagers and Iron Buy. There's a monk or 2 in the mix to help heal up the Iron Buy, a very nice idea. This castle barely standing, but not for long, going down now. Elite Iron Buy on the way, very important upgrade. Do we have the elite plumed archers? No, and that's not good for TaToH. Feanor resources looking decent, he's got enough stone for another castle. Still investing into onagers, still doing Iron Buy, I guess. And onagers 1 for 1 each time, which favors Feanor a little bit, because he's got more of those on the field. A nice shot here from TaToH. Getting down 2 for 1, 3 for 2. Actually decent fight. Siege Engineers now on the way from Feanor. And Elite Iron Buy plus Onage is a really strong combination here. I guess TaToH would need Elite Eagle Warriors. And even those might not be strong enough against the Elite Iron Buy, because that huge attack power is taking down Eagle Warriors quite fast actually. Now we can see a mining camp on the extra gold from TaToH. Feanor actually saying, let's go with the castle here, building it with only 1 villager, but he's sending more right now. And TaToH might not be able to stop this castle from going up. I don't think he's going to be able to get a tower up or anything. Doesn't really have army close. Redemption and Sanctity coming in. Elite plumed archer is finally on the way. Feanor going for the long game here, doing guilds, very important eco upgrade as well. And he's got 2-3 monsters in the middle, still living off 2 castles, but with 4 relics. This is really important to see. Now onager shots on those trebuchets, and that means one of the traps will go down, but the castle is losing more and more HP. On the left hand side, actually, TaToH is open. The plumed archers can go in, but they're going to be stopped at the castle. And without siege, TaToH can't really do a lot here. He's busy defending. Looks like Feanor might be able to take this game. Burmese, I guess, should be stronger in arena, but it depends on playstyle and a player and whatever. And we have TaToH in trouble a little bit. 36 military units for each player, but the elite plumed archers, while cheaper, are really not that strong against this army composition. And the onagers are doing a hell of a good job, of course. The Iron Buy so good at sniping siege units, sniping onagers. Siege workshop going down, and I think with that left trebuchet that is left here, and 2 more on the way, Feanor should be able to take down this castle. He's claiming the extra golds. He's got the 3rd castle up and running now. That means he can go for a lot more elite Iron Buy. And TaToH is low on gold actually, because he's repairing that castle. He cannot really claim his main gold at this point of the game, and he's losing ground in the middle. He's getting attacked inside his base now with the trebuchet sitting at castle, and he's losing the extra gold. So TaToH is a little bit in control of the left hand side, but doesn't really help him. TC coming up on the wood line, which doesn't really help him a lot. Barracks on the way. Feanor, look at the resources, almost reached except for gold maybe, and he's got rid of that castle, so he can move forward now. Onagers, Iron Buy, they're gonna take down everything. The plumed archers may need to run for their life, or give their life for defending the base, but TaToH is in trouble. He's still at 148 population, so he's not going to give up too fast here, I guess. But how do you come back from this? How do you counter really the Iron Buy and onagers here? Unless you have a lot more military units. I guess Halberdier might have been a good option here, just to have some trash units. The problem is TaToH doesn't have the economy he needs for that. And he's losing so many units. Look at the KD. A lot more kills than death here for Feanor. Siege from his game armor coming in. We're going to see pikemen actually, but no Halberdier yet, because Halberdier just very expensive at this point of the game, where TaToH doesn't really have a lot of gold, cannot claim his main gold. And Feanor is using that TaToH's bad map. Actually, TaToH, impressive to see that he's holding on for so long, but now the elite Iron Buy moving forward. Yonich is moving in, the trebuchets getting ready to hit PC, siege workshops, barracks, whatsoever. On the left hand side, a few halberdiers and a few siege rams now, but I think Feanor should be able to defend from that, and he could send elite Iron Buys back. They are really fast here, so they should be able to hold the base. TaToH looking to get some counterplay here. Problem is he's about to lose a lot of his economy, he's losing a lot of buildings, he's gonna lose the barracks, and now Feanor even going forward to take the rest of the stone. He really not a lot. I guess he should go for the main gold very soon. TaToH low on everything except for food, he's got a little bit of that. And look at Feanor, he's got enough stone for a castle, he's got 6k food, 3k wood in the bank. He could go for whatever he wants pretty much. Now 200 chests will be able to take down siege trams, and this is pretty walled, except for, no, it's not walled actually. The pikeman can go in, can try and take down Feanor chests, but there is a few iron bar in the mix, and Feanor is claiming the main gold now from TaToH. This is pretty much GG. I don't think there's a way for TaToH to come back. Feanor just too far ahead with the superior army, and we are going to see GG, I guess, before the 1 hour mark. The only thing is, TaToH still on 120 population, but there we go. GG being called. You can't stop this. You don't have the resources, neither do you have the army to stop Elite Iron Bar and Onagers. Very strong game here from Feanor this time, using the Burmese power, and we're going to see game number 4 now. Game 4, I think, was a Pixiv, not Mirror, but pick from Incas, Mayans and Aztecs. I'm not really sure why Incas should be better than Aztecs, to be honest, but what players choosing Incas here, or it was a mirror matchup, I don't really know. Doesn't really matter to us, because it's Incas. We are going to see a game here. Main gold for TaToH forward, the second gold inside but forward, third gold pretty far forward outside actually. The main stone safe in the back, second stone forward outside, one really close, a second relic really close to his base. This one a neutral zone, I guess, and this one is a little bit closer to Feanor. Let's go to Feanor space now without looking at the extra gold on the left hand side. Third gold forward outside, and the main stone forward, second gold forward outside. Not really good map for Feanor either, I guess. One relic close, second relic, we've seen that close. And we have the main gold and the second stone safe in the back. That's at least something. With the main stone being forward on the wall, as we had seen. Both players doing the barracks, both players on the way to Castle H. We're not going to see a tower rush here. Maybe that's where Incas could be better than Aztecs actually. But let's see. We have one barracks up for each player now. Monastery coming up because TaToH is already up to Castle H, and we are going to see a TC probably coming up. 85 stone, that's a TC on the main stone, and that wood line here. The monastery up. Barracks means 4 military units already. I can hear a little bit of a fight here. 2 eagle warriors from Feanor against 1 from TaToH. But there is TaToH going for more eagles, and he's losing 1 for nothing. Now this eagle could actually go back and get healed up. The monastery is also up for Feanor. It's gonna be a run for the relics here a little bit, and it's gonna be a run for the better economy, I guess. With the second TC up for TaToH and for Feanor. Second TC coming up on the main gold, and that woodline, very nice TC spot, a few more farms on the way. And Eagle Warrior upgrade actually coming in, really important to see. So Feanor wants to go for map control in Castle Age, probably wants to go for the relics as well. Thing is, TaToH should be able to get at least 2. I think he's picked up the first already. Yes, sending the monk to get that second one on a neutral zone, which Feanor cannot see, so he won't be able to stop this. But it's moving out with the Eagle Warriors, and we know that Eagle Warriors are going to be a lot stronger than the Eagle Scouts here. And we have a second barracks actually up. Instead of 3rd TC, we're going to see barracks number 2, only 1 villager on that second TC. And here, Eagle Scouts against Eagle Warriors. We know how this is going to end. TaToH has to run back. Wheelbarrow coming from in. Feanor getting the first relic in. And we're going to see a run for the last relic then, I guess. But Feanor is sending Eagle Warriors immediately. And the Eagle Scouts, no, just patrolling, trying to move forward. 2 monks actually. And TaToH is going to try and go for that relic. I think Feanor should be able to stop the monks. And there's a lot of Eagle Warriors now trying to move in, but the monks starting to convert. That means Feanor is going back for now. TaToH 50 against 41 villagers from Feanor. Now TaToH stopping with 3 monks actually, is going with the last monk. And the Eagle Warriors not moving in yet. TaToH has 3 relics, he might get 4 squires coming in. And those 2 monks are going down fast. The Eagle Scouts have to go back. TaToH is not going for Eagle Warrior upgrade, which is interesting to see. 30C now is up for Feanor on the main stone. While TaToH has had the 3rd TC probably longer. There's 3 farms and a lot of villages around already on the TC on the main gold. So we have 3 TCs for each player, but the village difference is around 10. And that's quite a lot here. Feanor finally able to get the last relic, and it's going to be 3 against 2. And Feanor obviously with the map control. I guess TaToH lost a few of his Eagle Warriors here, or his Eagle Scouts. Siege Workshop now coming up forward. TaToH will look into Imperial Age, going with archer ranges. Now we're going to see slingers most likely. Of course, they're very strong against infantry units. That's what they're made for. And a few monks just in case, maybe to help out here. TaToH also taking a second gold forward. Gold mining and heavy plow coming in from Feanor. TaToH about to click up. Feanor about to invest more into Castle Age army. And I guess he wants to catch up in economy a little bit here. He has got those two relics still producing Eagle Warriors. And how's the upgrades looking actually on those? No upgrades yet. Interesting to see. TaToH doing fletching. Loom now coming up for TaToH as well. First Mangonel is out and the second on the way from Feanor. TaToH going with another Monastery. Interesting. And Imperial Age click. Bolt Cannon on the way. Sanctuary coming up for the monks. That means TaToH and Imperial Age with Slingers and possibly Elite Eagle Warriors might have a really strong army composition. The thing is, Feanor will try an attack before TaToH hits him and gets all the upgrades. TaToH doing Redemption, which is very important against those Mangonels. And I guess Atonement. Do Incas get Atonement? I don't think they do. And that means those monks can't really be countered. Here the Slingers on the other hand will be able to counter any near coming Eagle Warriors, and this Ram as well. I think the Slingers should attack immediately. We have Imperial Age also being clicked from Feanor, Elite Skirmisher and Fletching on the way. Petted Archer and Ballistics for TaToH, and TaToH with 1, 2, 3, only 3 archer ranges for now, but all the military units at the front here, so he's getting his army here quick. The Slingers moving out on the right hand side, Monastery and archer range coming up, so we're going to see actually quite a little bit of a monk play here, which is interesting. Didn't expect that. TaToH, a lot of resources. What are you going to do? We're going to see Bracer, block printing, illumination. No Eagle Warrior upgrade, no Elite Eagle Warriors instead. Slinger is the unit choice here, and I guess we might see Kameyuks later on. This would be amazing. Or Champions, but I don't think Champions might be the best idea. Slingers and Kameyuks with some siege might be really strong. Of course, we are going to see the attempt to counter those Slingers using Elite Skirmishers. Block printing, chemistry and bracer also on the way here now from Feanor. But TaToH trying to claim map control here. The Elite Skirmishers should be decent against the Slingers. And a few monks in the mix. Now the Eagle Warriors moving in. No, not going there. One castle is up for TaToH, and he's doing couriers. Very important upgrade. We have a few more archer ranges on the way. TaToH is taking the second gold here, second stone, sorry. And chemistry, leather archer, crop protection, theocracy for Feanor. Going with all the monk upgrades actually. But no upgrades on those Eagle Warriors. I guess he doesn't really know what to do at this point. And the Trebuchet not really doing a lot. What is it attacking? I don't know, probably a gate next. Elite Skirmishers moving forward, the Eagle Warriors behind that, Ring Archer armor coming in. I don't know what the meta is on Inca's War, to be honest, but looks like TaToH with the Slingers and now Trebuchets is doing a good job here. He's got a few more military units, not a lot, but he's got the counter on those Eagle Warriors, and 0+6 is a lot of upgrades already. Indian Sling coming in from Feanor, which is interesting to see. Of course, good for the Elite Skirmishers. And Scale Armor Conscription now. Slingers against Elite Skirmishers. I think the Elite Skirmishers should be cost effective here. Eagle Warriors moving in, but they're falling so fast. As you can see, the Slingers are really strong against those Eagles. Eagles trying to take down at least one of the trebuchets. Yeah, that worked out. And two Mangonels trying to hit the rest of the traps. So actually Feanor striking back now. First Kameyuk on the way, +3 defense done, TaToH doing forging, and are we going to see a second castle for TaToH? Yes, it's up already, actually protecting the front of his base, protecting the second gold, and another castle coming up to claim the third gold. Very smart idea in my opinion. The fight has moved to the right hand side where TaToH's castle is. He's going on another trebuchet, and another castle here, chainmail armor on the way, Feanor doing couriers, and we are going to see more upgrades and more military units coming up. Let's see what the resources of Feanor, not looking bad. Double Siege Workshop, and he is doing his own Slingers now. The Kameyuks won't really do a lot. I guess we're going to see Onager. Yes, TaToH doing the Onager first, because that's what you do against ranged units. You're getting ranged siege, or maybe siege ram. It's a possibility, but I guess the Slingers will be decent against siege rams. I don't know. Kameyuk and Slinger combination with a few Elite Skirmishers in the mix, and of course the Onager is coming up soon. While Feanor, a lot of resources, but he doesn't really know what to spend them on, I guess. Why is he not doing no cap ram coming in? No, and siege ram, sorry. Elite Kameyuk on the way. Arson, scale mail armor, interesting to see, but no Onager upgrade, and I think Onager might have been a better idea here. Elite Skirmishers trying to take down these Kameyuks, but 0+6 means it's gonna take quite a while. Now Onager shot on those Elite Skirmishers, but one Onager, single Onager going down fast. The University falling, Siege Engineer, Blast Furnace coming up. Interesting game so far. Kameyuks on the left hand side, stopping that castle from coming up and attacking the gold, very important to see. And TaToH now even inside with, is it Elite Kameyuks? No, it's Kameyuks attacking the economy from Feanor and not even getting counter-attacked here. Interesting, Feanor is selling a little bit of resources, he's low on gold. He is open here. Ooh, TaToH, that was very smart. He's cutting through the forest, going in. And elite skirmishers from TaToH, from Feanor going down fast. Elite skirmishers on the left-hand side starting to attack the slingers. They can stand underneath the castle without any problems for +4 pierce armor, of course. Double castle on the left protecting gold, but there is the first 2 trebuchets hitting that immediately. And now elite skirmishers moving in to try and get it with more economy damage done. We have 78 military units against 46 only, so TaToH is actually with map control here. And Feanor is calling GG right now. Not sure why he is calling GG early. He was in a bad position, but it wasn't really so over. I guess he didn't have the spirit to fight this. TaToH with a very strong game. Slingers, elite skirmishers, and onagers with Kameyuks on the field was a really strong army combination apparently. Hope you enjoyed this set. TaToH advancing to the next round, and see you in the next games then. GG.